Hey there everybody, thanks for pressing play. In this video I want to show you this car here, 2017 Hyundai Tucson, and this is an executive model. In this video I want to show you the features on the outside and the inside of the car, and we'll have a quick drive in the car as well. So the video is going to be suitable for someone living in Ireland that's actually considering buying a car like this. If there is any information you want on the car, call, text, WhatsApp 086 843 1945. Brian's my name. I'll be happy to go through information on the car or information on financing or trading in your old car. The car will be supplied with a comprehensive pre-sale check, and also it'll come with a comprehensive after-sales warranty. So like we sent you, Brian's my name. If you want anything, just give me a shout. Another thing, actually, if you're on YouTube or something like that and you want to know information about one of these cars and I've missed something in the video, just let me know in the comment section below. Anyway, I was just taking a few pictures of the car, so I think the first thing we'll do is have a quick drive in the car, and then we'll have a look on the inside and the outside when we get back to the garage. Driving the car then, there's a big screen here which dominates the dashboard, so obviously that's navigation and camera. We'll have a look at that in a sec. Just heating controls down through here. Anyway, in terms of driving it, the first thing I suppose, elevated driving. If you haven't got an SUV already, you're going to love getting into a car that's high off the ground. Nice elevated driving position and big windows and that kind of stuff, so it's just an enjoyable way to travel when you're high off the ground. In terms of the interior on this car though, this is, and we'll see that when we get back to the garage, it's got the beige interior. So sometimes they had a black interior. The beige interior is lovely. It's much brighter. I prefer it. Some people are a little bit dubious sometimes about keeping it clean. Do you know what? It doesn't matter what colour interior you have. If it's going to get dirty, it's going to get dirty. But the beige is lovely if you keep it anyway clean at all. Driving this car then, engine, gearbox, clutch, brakes, accelerator, steering, everything feels really good on the car. I think this is actually quite a nice example of a 2017 Tucson. And the engines of these cars then, 1.7, 115 horsepower, 200 euros a year for road tax, and 45 or so realistic miles per gallon when you're driving, if you drive anyway sensibly at all. And in terms of reliability, the only way I can rationalise it is the amount of problems we've had on Tucsons versus the amount of Tucsons sold. It's a very low ratio. So the thing about these cars is so many people like them. They were actually nice to drive, they're nice to sit in, they look well, and they have so many good features on them as well. They were a really all-round car, and people just love that elevated driving position that you can see when we were driving. Anyway, some of the features on the outside of the car. Up front here then, there's a nice brushed aluminium skid plate, but see the way it matches the grille. This grille, a big tough grille. People really like these cars when they came out because the previous model Santa Fe was big and tough, and the iX35 was a bit more round. When this came out, it kind of bridged that gap for people that didn't want to go all the way in terms of price on a Santa Fe, but they wanted a big blocky square looking car, and that's what this car had and still does. Cool features down here, these are daytime running lights on the front of the car, which are always on when you started. Front fog lights in through here, and then a big long parking light, and I like the way you can actually have the daytime runner and the parking light on at the same time. Shout out to Lidl, like all my videos. So dipped headlight, full headlight, and a cornering headlamp. So basically this goes straight forward. This is your full headlight. When you turn into a junction, this actually lights up as well, so it gives you excellent visibility when you're pulling into a dark junction at night time. The wheels down the side, they're a 17-inch wheel, and I like the fact that there's no chrome on the side of the car. There is some brushed aluminium up here, which are roof rails, which make the car look a bit higher, and also you can use roof bars to go from side to side for practical applications. What I mean by no chrome is sometimes manufacturers put like one strip of chrome somewhere, and I just think it looks out of place. So like on a car, it's either lots of chrome or no chrome at all. That's the way I like it. So this one, nice and congruent all the way down the side, where there's no extra bits of chrome. Tinted windows on the back, which look nice, but they're also practical when it comes to having children in the back of the car. The rear end of the car then is going to have, see these here? They're nice LED. Now obviously the camera frame rate makes it look like there's something wrong here. They are constantly lit up with just the way the camera works. But they're nice LED taillights because this is an executive model. And there's also parking sensors down along the back here, because again, like we're saying, is an executive model. And the roof spoiler actually is standard on them all. And then that shark fin aerial up through there as well, which is part of the sat-nav setup as well. Into the back of the car, the boot is good. I went on holidays actually this year in a Tucson, and I actually found it really good. I think this boot's in really nice condition. Yes, there is some minor little bits of scratching on the plastic, but I would say that with every single Tucson that we trade in, it's a family car, plastics get scratched. I think this is actually better than average. In terms of there is an unused spare wheel down through there, and it's full size, which is damn rare in a lot of cars. There's a parcel shelf obviously that covers everything up, but the other thing you can do is you can move that from there to there and do the same over here. And it means then when you get into the back of this car, beige is lovely, I'll show you that in a sec. You can recline the seats back. As an adult, that is a much nicer way to travel. It's much more relaxing. And you see the way then there's grooves here to allow my knees go a little bit further, and even things like there's ventilation for the rear passengers. And this is a beige interior, so sometimes they come with full black leather. This is beige, so child lock over here for the door and for the windows. And then after that, there is 3 head restraints, 3 3-point safety belts. There's always a fix to have a child seat on either side, and a drinks holder in through there. And the beige, I have to say, is really nice. It's a nice bright interior, and I think condition on this is excellent. Even looking along the back, small little bits of wear along there, which again is really normal on Tucson. I think this one has less than average wear, so I would describe the condition as really good. Up front then you get that really nice interior, electric through windows and mirrors, and they're auto folding mirrors. So what I mean is, if you lock the car, when the doors are closed obviously, the wing mirrors can fold in and back out. Shout out to Lidl again. I cannot do a video without these guys in the background, but anyway, what can you do? Bit of free advertising there for the shop across the road. Okay, so what have I got in front of me? So you may or may not have seen when I'm driving, I was toggling through the trip information. So that's average speed and fuel efficiency and how much fuel is left in the car, tire pressure indicators, cruise control with a speed limiter, which is useful on a motorway, so you can basically take your foot off the pedal. Headlights will be automated, Bluetooth controls over through here, and then we have parking sensors we talked about, which are making noise and making a visual display up through there. And there's also a big parking camera. There's also map with navigation, which is a TomTom setup, and then after that there is obviously media, and you can use USB or you can Bluetooth music for your media. Heating controls are dual zone, so different temperatures on each side of the car, and because it's executive it also gets tri-stage heated front seats, gearbox in through there. There is some extra functions here, so I can have a steering mode set up, which makes my steering lighter or heavier depending on my preference. Hill descent control to stop you if it's really slippery and you're going down a hill. It controls the speed that you descend that hill without actually having to directly mean you use the brakes. Parking sensors on and off after through that. The other thing is the seat that I'm in then is height adjustable, and there's lumbar support for your lower back. Telling you, depending what age you are, as you get older like me, your back gets worse, and lumbar support makes a massive difference on a long journey. So like we were saying, the car is going to come with a comprehensive check over, and it'll also come with a comprehensive warranty, and it'll be NCT'd as well. We are Fitzpatrick's Garage, a family run business in operation for almost 70 years. And like we're saying to you, Brian is my name, so if there's any information you want on the car, please do give us a shout. 086 843 1945. Like we're saying, if you want information about finance, I meant to go forward there. If you want information about financing your car, or if you want information about trading in your old car, give us a shout. And thanks a million for watching. Hopefully the car is of interest.